Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack, and well, man, I I just looking at this, the the way how they keep pushing for destroying the internet in the most dystopian Orwellian way. I don't know what else to tell you other than that this article because the headline, just as it goes. One of the biggest names in anime is quietly supporting a legal push to cut off internet access for piracy. Soini. Sony once again wants to destroy the internet. They already are the prime responsible, the prime source of all of this madness. So, but well, continue on. Imagine losing your internet connection, not by court order, but because your ISP received a complaint that you might have streamed an anime episode illegally. Streamed, or just fucking watch. So, and what receiving end, they are going to try to use that in their favor. Man, the scenario is a closer than it seems, and a major legal fight could bring into reality, especially for anime fans who ever clicked on unofficial stream or download. Oh, there it is. Oh, you're watching this anime via streaming on an illegal website for this, so you are going to get your internet access cut off. What? So cutting off, still actually making it work to you. Actually, people stop piracy. It's a service problems at the end of the day. You could. Sony has streamed. Remember with that shit show with a lot of anime examples where there is censorship in the version they broadcast to the West, while the TV version that was broadcasted in Japan was fine. Yeah, just starting to see that yeah, this is something stupid happening thanks to this company. Because yeah, let's not forget that the ones that are in charge of Crunchyroll hate the anime fans. They hate their customers. That should tell you very well. Not that's why I don't like them at all. So continue on. The battle centers on a lawsuit from music giants like Universal Music Groups and Capitol Records. So the dying music industry that they cannot produce any more bangers like they used to. they they really want to use it in their favor to let's align with this company that knows certain stuff about technology so we can screw out everyone that wants to pirate our stuff, even if we push the most Orwellian shit. Yeah, piracy is the excuse to use push this nonsense to this fucking corpus that also they don't produce anything good, but they want to hold everything down because they want to be the ones on top, living on as parasites connected to a fucking cable and a tube. But anyway, continue on. Their target, Grande Communications, a Texas-based internet provider. The issue, where the ISP should be forced to disconnect users if they receive repeated piracy claims. So they want to push the DNCA version of the internet of the ISP. So yeah, this is like the NCA that we feel this complaint, now you have to shut that person down. Sony is the ones that created the DMCA along with Metallica. They helped to create that system, and Sony provided the technology, at least to develop a certain technology just to make the standard of DMCA. They are the ones ruining the internet. And it's just fucking funny. So everyone that if they receive, well, at this point is no joke that everyone in YouTube, for example, can get a false DMCA and they can get flagged instantly, get their videos to take down, channels shut down, with no way to fight back unless you are one of those top big dogs, streamers, and YouTubers out there. For the rest of us, yeah, we are kinda screwed. And the fact that we have seen that Sony is so fucking brain dead, just like what happened with The Last of Us Part 2, the angry lesbian game, they, the NC8, even themselves, because they really wanted to shut down everyone talking about the spoilers, just not even showing anything, just talking about the spoilers, even in a way that it was not actually referencing other than the emotional part of I really hate this. Why they did this? I don't understand why they will do something like this. It doesn't go well with the narrative, and talking points like that. They were still dancing all of that, even when or their own trailers from their own main channels, they got hit because yeah, they even they say the only thing they see, oh, this one hot, this one that really need to shut down, kill it. It's fucking. They really want to just doing everyone to imagine receiving a false DNCA to this, and then you get your internet connection cut off. I wonder if there's going to be if they manage to pass this one. I wonder how the ISP are going to respond when everyone else is suing their asses in just because they are defending these fucking morons. It might sound like a music industry concern, but the consequences could hit anime fans directly. So ISPs may no longer be neutral. They don't want them to be neutral. They want to side with the fucking big legacy corpus. UMG and its partners Lane Grande ignored repeated piracy complaints and refused to terminate users who allegedly violated copyright law. Users. At least websites you can actually just shut down the ISP to a certain way, at least for that server connection. No, you have to cut off the server. You can do that with both with the domain service provider and and with that just blocking them up. You can do that, or even just track down that person directly, and then you shut them down because you know who is behind paying to the server service to keep the host in line working along with the server that is hosting all the content. So, and was well, even if you say, they do that, well, and at the end of the day, other one is going to grow. So they say, you know what? Why don't we punish the users? Why don't we harass the hell out of them? You see how fucking Orwellian this shit is? This is just outside of disgusting. This is just a very bad precedent because if they manage to win, oh well, even I think the ISP could fight on this by saying, well, you're going to provide the infrastructure for that? No? Then get the fuck out of here. Well, continuing with the article. They are calling it contributory copyright infringement. Yeah. Hey, comrade, this is your contribution, comrade. Hey, where is your fair share, comrade? Oh, man. Oh, why? Oh man, that you're just making me laugh so much. So continue on. Meaning Grande allegedly allowed piracy to happen by not responding. Nah, that's bullshit. You may know how many god websites it's still there. Not only from the US, not only from Mexico, not only from Russia, not only from France, not only from South America, or even Japan. Or South Korea. Well, South Korea could be an exception because they really got pretty much fucked over by that ID requirement to hire an ISP. Mm, Others, those other places, at the end of the day, they are still going to host those servers They are just going to play with the names, play with the algorithm. They are going to build themselves again, and if you try to shut down again, another one is going to resurface, and again, and again, and again, and again, and they want to continue on this cycle of insanity and extending it to even worse levels, such as having the Orwellian power to show you down if you watch. Hell, even they share some clips on X. You're going to shut that person down only because you say, "Oh, it's infringing my copyrights IP. I need to shut down that user." Imagine the fucking shit show of that. Well, they don't fucking care. Grandest defense, they are a neutral provider. They are that they only deliver the internet service and shouldn't be held accountable for what individual users do. Yeah, exactly. It's just like blaming the guns manufacturer because just some fucking moron piece of shit tried to start another shooting. They love to blame the guns, but not blaming the ones that hold it. Or it is someone related to a certain religion or a certain color of the skin, just to add that to the mix. So, continue on. Their case questions whether ISP should be forced to investigate and act on piracy reports, and is raising alarm bells for anyone who watches content online. Yeah, because everything can get flagged at this point. And they say, in some way you have this boss tracker just watching this user. It flagged that we have some content that he should not be allowed to see in that safe place. Shut him down. Man, something that even the most communist, fascist country will salivate to have in their power, and fucking Sony is trying to give that to them. Give that example. Or maybe now Mexico is trying to do that. They approved a law recently where they can actually take you down as a user with the ISP and any media talking shit about the government when they fucks up. Yeah, Mexico is going full fascist, but well, continue on with this topic. Why this impact anime viewers? Music and anime are deeply connected. Anime is full of copyrighted soundtracks, opening themes, and background scores. And you can bet that these fucking morons they are going to launch DNCAs for every single tiny thing that said content has. Oh, it has this building, oh, it has this song, it has this beat, it has this voice actor, it has the art style, the style, copyright strike, DMCA, shut that down. It's just fucking insane, man. And some of the companies involved in this debate have strong links to anime itself. Sony Music, for example, owns Aniplex, a key anime production studio, and Crunchyroll, one of the largest streaming services. While Sony isn't part of this particular lawsuit, they have publicly supported harshest piracy policies, including suspending internet access. Or they can actually support that. I bet they're probably supporting it just by proxy. Just with my example of the DNCs with The Last of Us, the ones doing it, there were a proxy company by handed by Sony. If this case changes the law, anime fans may be the next in the line. That includes those who stream unlicensed episodes, read scanned manga, or use file sharing platforms. What's Grant is saying? Grant is taking the fact to the Supreme Court. They are asking whether ISP should be punished simply for not cutting users off after receiving piracy notices. The argument covers several buyer points. Verifying copyright claims isn't easy or accurate exactly. Even some of my videos, just for even if I want to share a song, it gets immediately flagged and get limited views. That's why I don't use music at all. Even if I could, but it's a very high risk because depending on what kind of song it is, the proxy tag is designed to quote unquote protect the copyright of say IP or say song. Yeah, you get kind of screwed. So shared connections like households or dorms complicate identifying who's actually committed the infringement. Yeah, because some apartments, some buildings, even in other countries, they share the internet a lot. And pushing for that? Nah, go fuck yourself. Continue on. Terminating internet access can seriously disrupt lives, affecting remote work, online education, and even healthcare because most of the stuff that we rely nowadays require an internet connection. Sure, the video games with the DRM bullshit, yeah, they can fuck off with that. I would rather have offline content back from 20 years ago. But for other stuff, yeah, remote work, I had to rely on remote work for quite a while. And yeah, some of my complaints with my internet connection is this fucking dog shit. And then this false copyright infringement actually could hit you. Go fuck with that shit. Imagine all the damage they could do to someone's life. Grande says copyright holders should pursue infringers directly. Exactly. Fucking exactly. Not shift that responsibility to ISPs. They also act that lawsuits targeting users already exist and should be the first option, not cutting off someone's access to a basic utility. Thank you. Fucking thank you. Yes, at this point, I think we already covered what we have to say here. So yeah, a basic utility, they want to fucking corrupt it and destroy it. Only because yeah, they want to protect their pockets, despite that they don't make anything good and new anymore. Other ones, sure, they can do it, but they really want to be the ones being the middleman to control that content. They are fucking disgusting, man. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.